All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Spicy Tacos, and this is Fallout 3 All Bobbleheads. Yeah. I think we should just get straight into it, and we can explain exactly what that means in just a second. We are not going to start by loading a new game save. Instead, we are going to load this save that is made as soon as we gain control of our character. So, run starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, so right in the beginning here, we are going to quick load to skip these dialogue lines. And as you're going to see, quick loading is very broken in this game. So my screen is going to flash black a lot like this. So if that bothers you, please close your eyes. For our special stats, we are going to go with 1 strength, 10 perception, and 10 endurance. Because we need to maximize our lockpick skill. And here we are going to set up for a trick called truck push. Essentially, you can slide this truck underneath Liam Neeson and then push him along to another dialogue trigger. So skip his lines, push him, next dialogue, quickly skip again, and we can leave and become a 10-year-old. And when you are a 10-year-old, you have birthday parties, apparently. But we are not going to listen to any of the nice things our brothers and sisters and adults in our life have to say, so instead we're going to skip their dialogues. We're going to quick load through a wall or through a door, and then we're going to start stomp hopping. You just saw some stomp hopping if you watched the run just before this by Casual Speedrun. Essentially, you stop, you hop, you flick your camera, and you move. You combine both sideways movement and forward movement at the exact same time. So you move, yeah, it's about 60% faster than usual. So here, just shoot these targets. Shoot the rad roach. Nothing special. Talk to Dad, and then push him to the next dialogue trigger. Just like that. Also, anybody, let me know if the game is a little bit too quiet. I have lowered the volume a little bit, but if it's too low, let me know and I can just bump it up a little bit. So now we are becoming a teenager. There is another section after you take the GOAT test that makes you become an adult, a 19-year-old. Also, this is what we're going to be collecting. There are 20 of these bobbleheads that are connected to special stats and skills. So this is the medicine bobblehead. It gives you plus 10 medicine, and there are 10 of these bobbleheads all throughout the game. And we are going to collect all of them. So right here, we're going to tell our teacher that the GOAT test is stupid and we don't want to take it. And we're going to take lockpick. That's the big one, lockpick. We're going to say done, and we're not going to walk out to become to progress in time to become an adult. Instead, we're going to jump on top of this table, quick load, and go through the wall, fall through the void, and then land and spawn at another section of the vault. And this section of the vault is where you would be when you were if you were to become an adult. Essentially skipping becoming an adult entirely. So yeah, we're gonna keep stomp hopping. We're gonna go through this little corner, open this door from the outside, and instead of going out there, we're gonna clip out of bounds again, fall. So this is also gonna happen a lot, that we clip through something. I've clipped through the corner here. We're out of bounds. We're gonna fall out of bounds, and we're gonna respawn at a predetermined spot within the area, and this happens just to be right next to the Capital Wasteland door. So we're going to go out, we're going to go on top of this cliff instead of going straight to Megaton. And why am I going on top of this cliff? Well, we're going to perform the main movement glitch of this game. And I'm going to explain it in just a couple minutes, but just letting you know that I'm doing a glitch here that will speed me up tremendously. See if I get it. Is that it? That's it. Perfect. Alright, so we are moving faster. Again, I'll explain this in just a second. But you're not seeing things. We are actually moving faster, but we're only moving faster in first person. In third person, you're not. So you gotta stay in first person the entire time. So now we are gonna go into Megaton. I just realized I have DLCs turned on. That's not good, but it's fine. It's not gonna cause problems like it did in the anthology run. Ooh. Oh wait, we're good. I thought I had messed up, but I didn't. So we have repaired the or disarmed, sorry, the bomb in Megaton, which gives us our house key from the mayor, Lucas Sims, and he's also going to unlock his house. And inside his house... Why can I not wait? Okay, no, oh. Alright, yeah, you can't wait, because we come back here later. You have to wait a couple hours there for Lucas to unlock his house. But you can't wait. And the reason you can't wait is because we left the vault in a broken state. We're not supposed to be a teenager when you leave the vault. And that makes some things in the game a little bit broken. Like that, for example. Also, now, before we get too deep into this, I gotta launch something real quick. So just give me 10 seconds, and I'll have this ready. There we go. There we go. Sorry. All right. So the glitch that we just did, this glitch that lets me run faster, is called Speed Cripple. And Speed Cripple is a glitch that combines your movement speed when you are crippled and your normal movement speed. So what happens is that when you cripple your legs, the game takes away about 60% of your movement speed, and you move slower because you have a broken leg. Makes a lot of sense. But if you make a quick save, then cripple your legs, and just a split second after crippling your legs, you quick load, the game for some reason doesn't remove those 60% movement speed. They apply it on top. So you move at 160% movement speed. You might be wondering why I'm not stop hopping at the same time. And it's because it doesn't stack. It doesn't stack with stop hopping. So you're just moving at about the same speed as you would stop hopping. Also, this is out of bounds, by the way. A lot of interior cells will look like that, because clipping out of bounds in this game is super easy. So yeah, it's gonna look a lot like that. I don't think it's like super confusing, but I'll walk you through it when when that happens. But this is Arlington Cemetery, pretty famous place in DC, I think. Haven't been, but I think it's pretty famous. And inside of this building, we have the luck bobblehead. We're gonna click right there. Gives us +1 luck. We are gonna fast travel back to the flooded metro, and we're gonna continue running towards Rivet City. Sorry. Actually, I forgot to get my water. This is all the water I have. It's fine though. This run is not super long, so hopefully we can do this below the estimate. If I'm not mistaken, this could be wrong, but I think this run is the shortest run in the marathon. That could be wrong. Very possible it's wrong, but it's pretty funny. Right here, we are going to do another glitch called time stop. So if you have your right mouse button unbound and you open the Pip-Boy to the map, you open it and you spam right click, you can have the do you want to set your marker prompt open while your Pip-Boy is down. So now everything is paused, and animations starting are also paused, so you can walk underwater like it's nothing. And of course, when you press no or yes here and this window closes, you will go back into a swimming state. This glitch is super broken because you can basically run past everything in the game and they can't attack you. There are some downsides though. You can't use it all the time because since it pauses everything, basically, it also pauses world rendering. So the game will not load in and render properly. So if you walk too far away from the point where you initiated time stop, you will then the game will crash, which is not great. Also, by the way, while we're talking about crashing, we gotta talk about how you lose speed cripple. Speed cripple is a pretty fragile glitch. If you die, if you cripple your legs, or if you close the game, or the game crashes, you lose speed cripple. So it's really important that the game does not crash. That's also why I made this save on top of the rock, so you can go back to it. Because funnily enough, speed cripple carries through saves if you load it from inside the game. But if you go to the main menu and then load it, it's gone. This is Rivet City. Pretty big, important settlement.
Welcome to Rivet City.
We're gonna talk to we're gonna talk to the guy whose job is to keep people out of Rivet City. And jump across, and he's gonna tell us, hold it right there, forget it, I'm out. And we're gonna go straight to the science lab where Dr. Lee and some other famous Fallout scientists are located, but we are not gonna talk to any of them. Instead, we're just gonna pick up the bobblehead and we're gonna leave. So that's the intelligence bobblehead, of course, because it's a science lab. It makes sense. I'd imagine it would be intelligence or science, the science bobblehead. That would sit there, but hey, here we are. We're gonna go back to the Super Duper Mart, and that's Rivet City done. Yeah, no, we are not completing the game. We are not we're not ending the game in that way. However, we will go through most of the parts that a normal any percent run would go through. We just won't end the game because there's no reason to. But the goal is to collect all 20 bobbleheads and place them on the bobblehead stand that is in your home in Megaton. So when we place the bobbleheads on the bobblehead stand, the run is over. So yeah, now we are gonna run towards Bethesda Ruins, based on the Bethesda. I don't know if it's their headquarters or my main development team's building or office. I don't know, but it's called Bethesda Ruins, and there's a bobblehead in there. I believe the lockpick bobblehead. That could be wrong, but yeah. Also, let me tell you about another quirk of speed cripple. So when you get speed cripple on your first save that goes from the start of the game, like we have now, we haven't closed the game or anything. We haven't gone to the main menu, and you get speed cripple, you for some reason take way less damage. So you see how there was like a ton of raiders in there, and it only took like 1 bar of health. It's a bit weird. I have honestly no idea why it works like that, but it does. There's also another reason why it's really important that the game doesn't crash, because it also means we will take a lot more damage. And we are pretty broke. We don't have any weapons. We don't have any stimpaks. I can't even pull out my hands to shoot a weapon. That's also a quirk of leaving the vault at a point in the game where you're not supposed to. You can leave the vault as a baby as well. If you didn't know. I think it's a pretty well-known fact at this point, but you can leave the vault as a baby and a child, and a teenager, and of course an adult, which is what the intended way is doing it, you know?
I guess it was nothing.
Let me just take the one little sip of water I have in this bottle. My throat's a little dry. Alright. So, we are running towards Vault 108, which is a vault that did some cloning experiments on a guy. I believe this is how the story goes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the story of Vault 108 is that the people that ran the vault did some cloning experiments on a guy named Gary, and it went kind of out of control, and it made a lot, like many clones of Gary, and for some reason the only thing they can say is Gary, and they kind of took over the vault and killed everyone else. So everybody in this vault can only say Gary, and their only name is Gary, because Gary is all they know. That's pretty much how it goes. I could be wrong. I'm not very well read on the vault lore of Fallout, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna hold backwards. We're gonna clip out of bounds and fall and respawn. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna spawn back here. Grab the bobblehead. This is the charisma bobblehead. Also, this door can randomly be opened by one of the Garys, and if it is, it's a good day. And clip on top of the cell. We're gonna jump, go through this door again, clip through back, and leave the vault. So yeah, that's Vault 108. A lot of the locations are gonna look like this. We run to a location, we grab the bobblehead, and we dip. Because there's no reason to stay, really. There is one exception. But we'll get to that one later. Or at least one exception I can think of. But now we're gonna go towards the National Guard, which is a... yeah, it's a place where the National Guard kept their weapons. And it's very high security, lots of protectrons that will try and kill you. But of course we are not gonna kill them, we are just gonna ignore them. And if we're lucky, there will be Brotherhood Outcast members right outside here that will kill the two protectrons. Looks like it. I have seen this guy die to the protectrons too. Yeah, there you go. It's really nice that they kill these two, because it means that we can fast travel immediately when we leave. So in here, we are gonna go downstairs. Just like that. And we're gonna clip through the wall right here. And keep quick load to keep height. Open this door. Use this switch. Take the small guns bobblehead. Makes sense because it's an armory. Gonna clip out of bounds here again. On these stairs. Clip through here. And then leave, and we're gonna fast travel back to Vault 101. So. Give me a sec. Sorry. So now we are gonna go towards Vault 106. I don't know really the story of Vault 106. I know there's a kind of there was a gas leak or something similar. So the parts of the vault is filled with gas, and it made people crazy. So if you go in there and you kind of follow where the corridors lead you, you get kind of hallucinations, which are kind of cool. I can't think of any other place that is kind of like that. Except for maybe some parts of Point Lookout, but it's a pretty interesting vault nonetheless. But of course, we are only here for the bobblehead that is inside. Also, you can open the vault door from the outside, but clipping through it is faster, and it's one of the most notorious clips in the entire game. And let's see if I get it. And I got it first try. Okay, that never happens. It never happens that I get it first try. There is an alternative way of doing it, but I have terrible luck with that vault door. But yeah, we're gonna continue to clip through these doors. Grab the science bobblehead. Put back. And then we are going to leave. Hold backwards, clip, then run towards the door. Oh, I went the wrong way. We're not supposed to go that way yet. We're supposed to go there in just a sec. So now we're gonna run towards Arafu. Arafu is a settlement that houses a quest you can do, and yeah, it's kind of interesting, I guess. But the guy that runs the town, his name is Evan. He has a bobblehead that he keeps himself in his house. Normally you can complete the quest and then the door unlocks, but we are not gonna do that. We are just gonna lockpick the door instead. It's not a hard lock. It's just a average lock. But because our lockpick skill is at 50, we have it's like the minimum amount your lockpick skill can be to unlock it. So force locking it is pretty difficult. It's a 10% chance. So let's see if I get it. I got a third try. That's pretty good. That's also a point in runs where they can very easily die because you stand there for 30 seconds, force lock picking that door, and you don't get the 10% chance. But we got it, so we're good. So now we are gonna run towards Evergreen Mills, which is a steel yard that has been taken over by raiders. And the raiders are actually so well armed and professional raiders, I guess, that they even have a pet super mutant behemoth, which is kind of cool. But of course, us being speedrunners, we are just gonna ignore that, and we are gonna run towards the bobblehead that is situated like way in the back of a cave that I have kind of dug out in the steel mill. That kind of we kind of crashed their party in a way. It's kind of their lounging area for the raiders, and we just kind of barge in nonchalantly. It's not a very nice thing to do, but it's what we have to do.
I guess it was nothing.
I guess it was nothing. Also, that's another thing you're going to be hearing quite a bit. Because we are still technically a child, because we are technically a child, our character has the default voice lines that a child would have in the game, and that happens to be the line, "I guess it was nothing," when they leave combat. It's kind of funny because it's also the only time our character actually says something ever, and it's not even intentional. You're not supposed to be able to hear it. Gonna hold backwards there. Open this door. This is the lounging area I was talking about. It's kind of cool. They have like dyes in the ceiling, and they have these pool tables and stuff. It's pretty cool. But we are just here for the barter skill bobblehead. I clip through this rock. Go back. Leave. Alright. So this sort of cliff is notorious because you can clip inside it like this. You can get stuck in most rocks, but that rock in particular you can get out of. And also getting up there is a little bit tricky. It's one of those points where you either lose a little or a lot of time. This is Myth Casey's garage. You saw this earlier in Casuals runs if you were here for that. Our dad is actually trapped in here But we're not going to help our dad. Because we are mean. We're only going to grab the fast travel location to come back here and run in a different direction. Entirely. So we're just going to ignore our father. And instead run to the Dunwich building. Sorry. My throat is really dry. I mean, it makes sense. I'm talking a lot, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's nothing new, really. But yeah, the Dunwich building is also a pretty infamous location. As far as I understand, it's a place filled with maze-like hallways and rooms, and it's filled with feral ghouls. It's a very dangerous place, and you easily get lost and frustrated. But we found a way to get past all of that, because the final door that you're supposed to leave through is on the second floor that you can't normally reach. But when you are in third person and you spin the camera around like this, the hitbox for what you can use or reach through walls is a little bit different. So you can grab things through walls and yeah, get away with it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Just use time stop here for a second because there was a mole rat outside. So the door we want to use is up there. And if we go here, go into third person and then look up like this, we can actually use the door through the floor. And right here is the melee weapons bobblehead. So we just skipped an entire maze-like building, which is pretty nice. We're gonna fast travel back to Smith Casey's. And we are going to run towards Rockopolis. Rockopolis is a unmarked location that just kind of hangs out. It's tied to some unmarked quest that I haven't completed or haven't looked into at all. There are some dead guys in there with some lore stuff attached to them. That's not important. What's important is that it's kind of hidden. Like, you can't really see it. But this rock right here, you can interact with it and go kind of into it. Into this little cave, and here is the unarmed bobblehead. So yeah, that's Rockopolis. Pretty cool place. Now we are going to Yaogwai Tunnels, which is also a pretty dangerous location because it's tunnels filled with Yaogwais. Yaogwais are basically these irradiated, what do you call it? Irradiated bears type things. Yeah, dangerous creatures. We're gonna ignore them because we're actually faster than them. I think you can outrun them. Thanks to speed cripple, but yeah. Yeah, there he goes. In this corner, we're gonna quick set quick load to go out of bounds. And then we're gonna run on top of the cell. Back with this door. And you're also gonna see me sometimes when I'm falling at great distance. I'm gonna catch myself on the side of walls to not get a hard stagger. This is the sneak bobblehead. And we're going to clip out of bounds to go back to that door. Going to hold backwards. Quick set quick load and go through the wall again. Interact with the door to leave. And we're out. So now we are going to collect the bobblehead that I was talking about. That is not just go into the place and then leave. Because this actually kind of follows the main story. This is where you would go in an any percent run. You would go straight to this place. And this place is Little Lamplight and Vault 87. Vault 87 houses the Gek, which is a pretty central item for the main quest line. And in the 90% run, you need to get it so the final quest actually initiates. Because if you go straight to the ending where the game ends, there's nothing there. So this is the trigger to get it, essentially. Yeah, we are gonna enter this place and go straight into Vault 87.
It was nothing.
And Little Lamplight, if you didn't know, is a place that is just inhabited by children. Flip out of bounds like that. And we're gonna jump into this corner. Out of bounds. We're gonna make a quick save in the void, then swim underwater and quick load, and now we can swim infinitely in the void. This is called, surprise, surprise, void swimming. I know, it's a genius name. You can even do stop hops in the water like this, which is actually a little bit faster by like 2 seconds or so. But this is the door to Murder Pass, which is kind of a connection area to Vault 87, which is filled with super mutants. Really unsafe to have a place called Murder Pass with super mutants right next to a place filled with children. But it's okay because there's a big locked door that keeps them away, so it's fine, you know. So yeah, we're just running through here, and here is the door to Vault 87. I'm actually gonna grab these stims just for safety. With the stim, the singular stim. So yeah, and this place, Vault 87, is a plethora of out of bounds and clips and stuff. So this clip right here, this trick, it's called Rock Boss because you kind of jump on top of a rock to reach this door. And then right here, we are gonna clip through this door. Gonna clip on top of this cell. And we're gonna jump across the gap and clip inbounds again. To then go out of bounds once again. Go on top of this atrium, I think it is. I'm gonna jump across a gap and then interact with this door. Hold backwards, quick load. We're gonna go turn on the fire alarm. Because that gives us the quest that actually lets us progress. There we go. Finding the Garden of Eden. I'm gonna clip through this door. Ignore these super mutants. Actually gonna close this door. And we're gonna go on top of the cell right here. And then we are gonna make a safety save. And clip inbounds into the Gek room. There we go. Gonna use third person to grab the Gek through the wall. There we go. Then clip out of bounds again. And right here, we're gonna do something called the Colonel Autumn skip. So, I'm gonna just take some time to explain this because I think it's really cool. So right here is a trigger area for a cutscene where a flashbang comes down, flashes us, and then Colonel Autumn and 2 Enclave soldiers come walking through this door. Colonel Autumn spawns on this side, the Enclave soldier spawns on this side. The glitch that we want to do is that if you block Colonel Autumn from walking through here correctly, the soldiers' lines and Colonel Autumn's lines are layered on top of each other, which makes the scene go by faster. So how you do this is you go up to this door, you throw your suit on the ground, you go sideways, you go sideways, you open the door, and you look kind of right here. And now when the cutscene starts, that piece of armor will still hover in the air and block Colonel Autumn. Let's see if it works. If it works, you know it works when they talk on top of it, when they talk at the same time. Let's hear.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work,
Yes, sir.
sir.
And we got it.
Make sure the Gek is secure. Your
So if you do this fast, this is 15 seconds faster than just watching the cutscene normally. I'm actually surprised I got it. I haven't practiced that in quite a while. But it's a really cool trick, and it was banned for a long time, but they allowed it as of 2 years ago or so, because we actually found a setup to get it. So this is Colonel Autumn. He is now taking us capture. But the president wants us to, he wants us to be freed, and he wants us to poison the water, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to, quick load past his dialogue lines. And then we're gonna clip out of bounds again. Still have... Yeah, good. Had to make sure. So yeah, we're just making our way through Raven Rock here, and this is the one and only... This is the one and only... Actually, no, it's not the one and only. It's one of the two bobbleheads that you can accidentally skip and not get again. It is the energy weapons bobblehead, so it's right there. And because if you leave this place, if you go through this door, you cannot go back. So we're gonna go through this door, and we're gonna clip through this big locked door. There we go. We don't have to wait for it to open. So yeah, and up all these stairs is President Eden waiting for us. He's gonna tell us about how he wants us to poison the water, and we'll say, I'll give it some thought. We're not gonna do that because we're not even gonna beat the game. Grab the FEV vial, hold backwards, and try to clip out of bounds. There we go. Gonna walk back to hit a trigger. And then we are gonna leave Raven Rock. So right here, there's a guy that spawns with a missile launcher. If you are a little bit scared like I am, because this is a marathon run, you can use time stop to get past him, so he won't have a chance to shoot you. Because remember, if you cripple your legs, you lose speed cripple. And you have to heal your legs and go back. And load the save that we made when we first got speed cripple, and do it again. So now we are gonna go to Fort Constantine, which is a missile base. Also, these vertebrates freeze in the air for some reason. Yes, they didn't think about the fact that you could actually keep watching them when they fly off. Oh yeah, Fort Constantine, military base. The bobblehead is actually not in the military base. It's kind of next to a little shed that is still connected to it, sort of. Doesn't matter. It's a really easy bobblehead to get. It's nothing really noteworthy, you would say. But then after that, we're gonna go to Deathclaw Sanctuary. And that is a also very dangerous place that will get a bobblehead that is right at the entrance, pretty much. I don't know why Bethesda decided to put the bobbleheads that are, you know, sought after items right at the entrances of dangerous places. I guess it's kind of just to mess with players. You know, they say, oh, the bobblehead is a Deathclaw Sanctuary, and it's like, oh, really scary.
I guess it was
But then in reality, it's actually not scary at all.
I guess it was nothing.
But yeah, we're gonna go on top of these rocks and drop down into, not here. Drop down right here. Go inside. Go down these steps. Then here is the big guns bobblehead. Makes sense because there's missiles and stuff here. Big guns, haha. Then we're gonna leave and run to, as I said, Deathclaw Sanctuary, which is a sanctuary filled with Deathclaws. There is actually a lot of Deathclaws. You will have to run past a lot of Deathclaws if you want to get the unique weapons that are in there. There are 2 unique weapons. One is called Jack, which is a unique Ripper, I want to say. And one is a unique... one is called Vengeance, and it's a unique Gatling laser, Gatling rifle, Gatling laser. I think. That could be wrong. But we're not going to get those. Not in this run, anyway. There is an all-unique weapons run that that exists, but this is all bobbleheads. Come on, keep your head straight. So you can actually drop through here, through this little hole. Get here a little bit quicker. So yeah, this is what I said. Over there is the more of Deathclaw Sanctuary, but the bobblehead is actually sitting right here. Endurance bobblehead. It's a pretty good bobblehead. You should probably get it on every single character because endurance is pretty valuable. So now we are going to run towards Paradise Falls, and on the way we are going to get a bobblehead in a place called WKML, which is a unmarked location. Just a kind of radio station in the hole, in a hole in the ground. Death Claws. Not like Santa Claus. Death Claws. Good one. But yeah, WKML is just kind of a gamer gunk basement. Someone's just, there is nobody here, but I'm guessing that somebody has been chilling down here listening to,
Guess it was nothing.
or using a radio station right there. Then we're gonna leave. And yeah, now we're gonna go towards Paradise Falls. Paradise Falls is not a pleasant place. It's a place that is filled with slavers and slaves, which is, you know, that's not good. There is a quest in there that you can do where you actually can save some kids. That we're not gonna do, of course. But we are gonna go in there and get the bobblehead. At the front entrance here, the main guy that sends you off to do another quest, his name is Grouse, and you cannot get past him without doing his, or at least part of his quest, without helping him. But if you use time stop, where time stops, he can't talk to you, and the trigger for everybody to shoot at you doesn't activate. So you gotta keep this on until about right here, and now nobody will shoot me. Exactly, it's not paradise, not at all. But yeah, in this building, Eulogy Jones building, there is a speech bobblehead. I don't know if it's like Eulogy Jones is very charismatic or something like that, but hey, I digress. Yeah, I'm gonna leave, and now we're gonna do one of the more difficult clips in this run. So this fence is really hard to clip through. That was a really bad example. That I can't believe that happened. Normally, what normally happens is that you get stuck inside of that that fence. I guess it's because the fence is like really thick, so you can't get through it with a normal quick load usually. But sometimes it works, like you just saw. And yeah, it's one of those that can either save or kill your run. And it's almost at the very end, because we only have 3 bobbleheads left. By the way, this just went by really quickly. Time flies when you have fun. But the third to last bobblehead that we are going to collect is in Greener Pastures. I don't know which bobblehead it is, but I want to say that it's like Perception. I think it's Perception. Could be wrong. But yeah, we're going to go in there, and we are going to grab it, and then we're going to run to Republic of Dave, which is the second to last bobblehead, and the last one is in Megaton, in Lucas Sims' house. Also right there is the crashed spaceship. There's a crashed spaceship here that is, if you have the Mothership Zeta DLC, you can, that's where you start the DLC, and if you don't, you can just go there and grab the alien blaster. which kind of sucks for people that have the DLC, because the people without it can just grab the alien blaster immediately, while the people that have it, have the DLC, have to do all the entire DLC first, and then they can grab it, you know. So yeah, here's greener pastures. It was agility. I was wrong. Is this the run? Probably not. Although we have gotten very lucky in this run. Some clips and some tricks that usually kill my runs have gone very well, but I took my time to explain a few things. And the run wouldn't be valid anyways, because I use console commands to explain something. So if this was the run and it got rejected because of that, that would be pretty sad. But yeah. So Republic of Dave is a sort of independent compound, I guess, of people that look up to Dave as their president. Dave had a father who ruled over the country before him, but I think he was overthrown by his son, which is Dave, who now runs the Republic. It's pretty interesting, I guess. They have no quests tied to them. They have some unmarked quests, I think, but no quests, if that makes sense. Also, here I can actually show you one of the best mechanics in the entire Fallout franchise. Crouch, press E, and you push Brahmins. It only works on Brahmins, and this could be wrong, but I believe that you can do that in every Fallout game that has been made, or at least in the main line, like Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 4, 76, and stuff like that. It's great. It's a great feature. I believe it's over here. Yeah. So this is Republic of Dave. They get really mad at you when you jump into their compound, but if you use time stop when you jump in, they usually don't shoot at you. And if they don't shoot at you, that means you can fast travel immediately. I'm gonna go into this place. Here's the perception bobblehead.
Let's get
And now we're gonna fast travel back to Megaton. We're gonna go into Lucas Sim's house. And get ready on time, by the way, because time is coming up in just a few seconds. So time will be in 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the all bobbleheads run of Fallout 3. It's a pretty fun run. It's definitely one of those that I would recommend for anybody who wants to run this game. I'd say stay away from any %. Run all bobbleheads instead. It's a really fun run. It's the first one I did when I started running almost 3 years ago at this point, and it's just great. It's great fun, and you really get a sense of what to do in the other categories as well, like all quests and all DLCs, and you get kind of a lay of the land, so to speak. Also, this is Wadsworth. It's tradition to punch him after every single run. But yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, again, if you want to speedrun this game, run this category, please. Check out the tutorials. There's lots of tutorials and guides on speedrun.com if you're interested. And yeah, shout out to the entire Fallout speedrunning community. You guys are great. Oh yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you guys for having me, and have a good rest of your marathon. And yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good one.